Hi there, it's KO number 51, the right time for obliviousness and ignorance. It's not like traffic rules exist so that nobody gets endangered, huh? Entering this freeway, there is a sign telling us that our entrance lane keeps going. But some people are mid-lane crawlers for a hobby. And don't you take away their hobby. But let's not concentrate too much on driving slowly. Driving quickly is where the fun begins. This clip donator here is quite a bit quick inside town. But this may only be a little concern. There is a whole other thing going on when we take a look behind him. Reckless truck drivers. Being cautious with a heavy vehicle wasn't part of the job offer. Switching back to a smaller vehicle and actually trying to enter a freeway rather calmly. So how would this happen? He wasn't very fast and the road seemed dry. Well, you don't know the whole story. This is 30 seconds earlier. Leaving a muddy parking spot, you see how this compromises your tires for quite a while. Driving through narrow streets in a city, there's absolutely nothing that would ever go wrong here, right? I don't know how the brains of some cyclists work. Do they have the impression to be invincible? Here we are heading towards a light that's been green for quite a while, but Cyclist doesn't care. It's not like any car from 1,000 lanes might accelerate and hit him. And pretty much the same carelessness we see here. Not only seemingly running over red, but doing this in a highly unsafe fashion. Not recommended. And talking about recommendations, I recommend you keep your ass moving when jaywalking.
Yeah, boy.
Freeway and a long exit lane. Our man would like to put himself onto the right lane, but gladly checked the mirrors beforehand. Well, not only this little thing of illegally passing on the right, but this driving style would make cops give him a very fine examination. Watching for other drivers? The hell are you asking for? I don't know how you can drive with closed eyes around the world. A slow vehicle? Oh, hell no! We can't stay behind this one. Straight line and blind corner are not a matter to take into consideration. And there can't be only one impatient person here, for sure. In a few hundred meters, there would have been a good spot for passing legally. But patience is an asset that you can't buy with money, unlike shiny cars. And because the world is littered with impatient people, we got basically the same scene again, only with the addition of a blind top on a hill. The camera driver shows how you would only have needed another 5 seconds for passing in a safe manner. Oh hey, an acceleration lane. What should you do on such a lane entering fast traffic? Oh right, braking! Oh yeah, the kind of driver everybody wants. The plate says that this is a van as a school bus, and everybody likes having his kids driven around by a driver who doesn't know at which spot to enter roads. It wasn't a ghost driver in the classic sense, but we do have such a one, the kind who nobody is asking for to meet. One of those things I have the hardest time wrapping my head around. Entering a freeway wrong is one thing, but keeping driving on the obviously wrong side when everybody is coming head-on, how can a working brain not process this? Back to town, we got school kids on the bike without lights. You can't blame the kids for not knowing or not caring. Why don't the parents properly maintain those bikes? Don't want their kids to be safe? Same clip a few minutes later. A funny series of no shits given. First, the cyclist forcing our man to brake. Then some pedestrian kinda walking into him. And for the finish, the bus cutting him off. Applause! We got a red light here, but red lights are for beginners, not for our BMW 640 on the scene. I'm wondering if he might be thinking running the red light slowly means it doesn't count?
Ja, wir fahren jetzt wieder heim. Ja. Jo, lauf rüber, du Ömmel, ey.
I'm not sure if this heavy braking was justified, but it's certainly still better than those people braking damn late in order to try to prove a point. A wavy road at a wet night in between a forest. Just the right circumstances to start a passing. Some people seem to just always be in a hurry. Okay. Anyway, we got still the same bubble car in front of us, and the driver didn't find his can of patience. So he's got to defend his title and come up with another stupid passing. Even receiving a flash from the truck, how can such drivers stay alive for so long? I guess because others are taking care of them. I think this is a good explanation how so many very bad drivers keep existing. Because when they mess up, others often prevent crashes and they don't even learn from it. This car here is following the truck so closely that the driver doesn't even see a corner coming. Way to go, driving stupid and distracted at once. We are inside town, leaving a roundabout, and it's alright that this guy wants to pass us once the road becomes straight enough. But why to cut us off this badly? Is there another reason but simply being an asshole? In this clip here, that driver does definitely have a few really good douche genes. Because you can almost see a manifested middle finger floating over his car. You just know he doesn't care about if he endangers others. So, now since the camera driver had a good example how not to pass a cyclist, he comes to the conclusion that it seems to be a good idea to do this in a blind corner as well. If some car came around the corner, we would have another undesired dangerous situation. The invisible Christian shows us how incompetence of this kind ends up. Oh, sudden oncoming traffic. Ah, never mind. We got plenty of space. Just cut off that cyclist. Seriously? Here's something for you international folks you might not even know existed. German driving school with motorbike. Instructor in the car, student on the bike. Both are marked in a way that everybody knows it, so you really shouldn't squeeze your vehicle in between those two. Not the worst thing to happen, but it quickly causes unnecessary stress in the students when they suddenly lose their cover vehicle out of sight. Crowded roadwork zone on a freeway, and over there in front you see a silver van. He doesn't seem like being much in a hurry, and a minute later he's still chilling on the left lane. But only if there weren't those nasty exits, which only appear at the very last second, and he really badly needs to take it. As stupid as it is, it was at least delightful to see that he moved over all those lanes somewhat cautiously. And as this guy is leaving, you need to leave this video. We are done for today. But you know the drill, there are plenty more videos and you can watch them all. See you soon!